Hey, welcome to Viking Preparedness. I am Pastor Joe Fox. Priorities in life can change like that. Um, what you thought was important yesterday could be totally unimportant today. Life can change that quickly. And let me give you a couple examples. Picture, if you will, a family on the front lawn of their once former home, which has been totally engulfed in flames, and the entire house with all their possessions burned down around them. But praise God, they all escaped out through their bedroom windows and they reunited in the front lawn, and there they are looking at the smoking rubble of their house. When people go through situations like that, and I have been at a lot of house fires, um, they're not saying, "Oh, my house, oh, grandma's rocking chair, oh, this, oh, that." They hug each other, they cry, and they praise God that they're all still alive. What's important is their loved ones and their lives, not the stuff, not the house. Even though the day before, they were all excited about the new big screen TV they got, and they wouldn't let the kids touch it, right, because it was new. Or picture the dad who has, his Shelby Mustang, right? And it's his little baby. And finally one day he lets his 16-year-old daughter just drive it to the store, right? You can drive it to the store, sweetie, and come back. And he gives her the talk. Don't you drive fast. You make sure you stop at stop signs. Don't you hurt my car, da 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 da. And, for whatever reason, she gets in a horrible accident. They've got to cut the car apart around her to save her life. They put her on a helicopter and life flight her to a trauma med center. The family rushes to that hospital. The daughter regains consciousness in the room. The family's all boo-hooing over, "Oh, praise God, she's alive. She's going to live." And the first thing the girl says is, "Daddy, I'm sorry about your car." And what's Dad say? "Sweetie, I don't even care about that car. Praise God that you're still alive." Priorities. Priorities got refocused in a heartbeat. Um, or the family, who the spouse goes off to work in the morning and gets killed, on the way to work. And, hopefully the family, the husband and wife hugged each other and kissed each other and said, "I love you," before they left, as opposed to being in an argument, right? Because those things haunt or comfort people forever after those events. Priorities in life. Why am I telling you this? Because I've been telling you for a long time to come out of her, my people. Come out of those cities, come out of those suburbs, move to the country. And right now, people come up with all these reasons why they can't, all these things that are important in life, why they have to stay where they are, why they can't just move out to the country. And those are false priorities. And I don't want any of you all, I really don't, to be in the position of looking back on it and going, "Oh, we should have went because all this doesn't matter, and I don't get to keep it now anyway because the city's burning down around my ears," or whatever scenario it is. Um, I don't want you to regret it. I would rather have you move to the country and go, "Wow, we had to get a smaller house, a cheaper house, and not a nice house. We can't order pizza. It's a little bit rougher out here, but praise God we're alive. I'm so glad we're not in that city anymore." Because, see, you can do it. And everyone comes up with excuses and reasons why they don't want to do it or they can't do it. And when the reality hits, when what's coming down the pike hits, they're going to regret those decisions because their priorities are askew. Your priorities are askew. Um, a simple thing to do is get out of the house you're in now, by whatever means, and move further out. If you have a job in the city or in suburbia, accept a longer commute. When I was in Northern Virginia, some people would commute 2 hours each way to work. 2 hours. Where could you be if you drove 2 hours from where you are? You could be pretty far from where, unless you're like in the urban core of New York City or something. And even there, I think you can probably get kind of out in the country. Um, Take a longer commute. That's the easiest thing to do. Just sell your house, rent your house out if you're buying it, go rent another house, or just stop paying rent, or get out of your lease and go rent another house or an apartment or something. It's cheaper to live out in the country. I see what people pay for houses in one place, and I see what they pay for it in another place. And, up in our neck of the woods in the cities, they're kind of big towns really, but they're technically cities. You can get a really nice, 2-bedroom apartment, nice, in a nice apartment complex, um, $400 a month. That's in the Ozarks. you know, you can't rent a crack house in some places for that. So moving out, the further out you go, the more your money will go, and you'll be happier that you did it. I feel like a watchman on the wall. I'm sounding the alarm, and I'm not the only one saying, come out of her, my people. Come out of those cities. They're going to be death traps, and you're going to so wish you had done it. And I don't want you to feel that way. I don't want you to feel regret. I want you to be happy that you actually made the move. Then there's all the other, intangible goodnesses of being out of the city and the countryside, just the quality of life, the calmness, the peace, the shalom. That I would like to see you experience. But right now I'm talking about your survival, and I'm talking about reordering your priorities. Please come out of her. And then for those of you who get that part, the physical part, it goes deeper. There's a spiritual part. Come out of her, my people, does mean physically, but it also means spiritually. Stop. This is God. Now I'm talking to the Christians and the Israelites, who believe in the one true God, right? Come out of her, my people. Come out of that worldly system. Come out of all those things you value, all that filth and disgust and just nastiness. Come out of that. Leave that behind. Why are you on Facebook? Why do I look at my wife's Facebook page? What are we wasting time on that for? Why aren't we coming out mentally, emotionally, psychically, spiritually out of the world and getting closer to the Father and getting closer to Him? It's time to refocus our priorities, people. When you're standing in front of Jesus, in front of Yeshua, on that day, on Judgment Day, are you going to care that you spent all those hours on the internet watching Joe Fox videos? I mean, where are your priorities, man? Let's get down to business. Let's start focusing on Him. Let's start being in His Word. Let's start sharing His Word. Let's start doing those things. You can come out of the world that way, my people. Take it at whatever level you're ready to receive it, but it's past time to get moving. All right. I hope I see you out there.